I don't even know if I'm audible. Hello guys, welcome to my live. I think this is the first time I'm doing live on this channel, is it? No, I think this is the second time. First time, I was so clueless. I didn't know what I was doing. Even now, I don't think I know what I'm doing. Hopefully, hopefully. Can you hear me? Hello, welcome to my live. So I'll just quickly do this and rush to answer my children because they are not here now. My son is sleeping, and if I'm not fast enough, this boy is going to wake up, and then this story is going to be shifted to another time. So, like I said earlier on my post, I told you guys of how a cake vendor almost ruined my son's birthday, and I want to just do the video live here so that I can get it over with. It's just that the gist is so, this thing is paining me so much that I cannot just keep it in my mind. It has happened for almost a week now, but I just can't let it out of my mind. So I feel like maybe if I talk about it, I'll feel better, and it will go. So this was how it happened. I don't know if I am audible enough. Hopefully I am. So this was how it happened. So on Saturday, no, on Tuesday, I met one of our mutual friends. She was the one that actually introduced me to this new um, baker because I have someone who normally bakes for me if I want to do anything that concerns cake or anything. There is a young guy, a young man in my branch that bakes. So I like to support young people. So I will just tell him to bake for me, no matter what I'm doing. He was the one that baked for my daughter during her birthday and stuff like that. So I like using him for the bake, for um, anything that has to do with baking. I like using him to do it. But unfortunately for me this time around, it was around the time that my branch went on a temple trip. So he was supposed to be back on Friday, I think, and this birthday is on Sunday. So I felt like if I give him the job, he's going to be tired because the temple trip is a long one, all the way from Aba to Ogun State. So he will be very tired and he will not be able to maybe deliver the way I wanted him to. So I was like, you know what, I'll look for somebody else to do it for me. So I now remember that one of our mutual friends, the daughter, had a birthday sometime this year, and there was one cute cake that she used for her birthday. So I was like, who baked this cake? The cake is beautiful. And she told me that it was her friend baked. So I was like, oh, that's good. Maybe I will patronize your friend. Like I said earlier, I like supporting young minds, okay? I like supporting, yeah, young people. If I see a young person, 18, 17, 19, that does anything that I feel like, oh, they're doing something right, I feel like giving them support because, yeah, you just have to. Hello, hi, Excel. Nice to have you here. So, yeah, back to the gist. I don't want it to be too long. It feels as if I'm blabbing now, but I don't want it to be too long. So, yeah, I decided to support her friend. I said, okay, I'm going to support your friend. Next time I have a birthday or I have anything that I have to do, I will use your friend. So when that my young man in my branch told me of his trip, why he will not be able to meet up for the birthday cake of my son, baking the cake. So I was like, okay, I remember this girl. I was like, oh, there's this girl that said she bakes, and I've seen her work, and the work was nice, and I even tasted the cake. The cake was nice, so let me patronize her. My husband warned me. I always used to say that that man has spiritual powers. I have learned to not ignore him, but this time around, I argued. I was like, no, you know what? Let's support her. I saw her work the last time. It was very nice, and why don't we support these young minds that want to? There's so many people that you see wanting to learn a trade or learn anything these days. So let's support. Let's support. It was like, have you tried this? Have you tried her before? Are you sure this is going to come out well? I don't think you should patronize her. Let's wait for that guy to come back from the temple trip. If he can still meet up, let's I was like, no, he's not going to meet up, and all because I've already like put my mind in this girl that she's going to deliver. So that's how I think on Wednesday she reached out to me. I was like, okay, your friend gave me your number. She said you did very well, and please don't disappoint me. This is for my son's first birthday, and excuse me, and you know how important first birthdays are. So, and I don't want anything that's going to disappoint. She was like, no, ma, I'm not going to disappoint you. I'll do it well. I'll do it perfect. I was like, okay, I trust you. So I told him I told her what I wanted, which was like a number one cake, like a number one figure cake. She told me that that one is no longer in vogue. Gen Z, I think, I just believed her because she's young, and I feel like she knows what is trending. When I say she's young, mind you, she's 18, 19. So I feel like she knew what was in vogue. She knows the latest trend and all of that. So there's no point arguing. So when she told me that, oh, that pattern of cake is no longer in vogue, there is something new. She sent me like two samples of cakes, and she was like, I should choose from any of these two. That these two looks like these are the things that are these are the kind of designs that are really now or that is in vogue. So I could choose any of the two. So I was like, okay. I intentionally chose the one that was simpler to make, the one that was easier to make, because I don't know, one of my mind, a little piece of my mind was telling me that, are you sure this girl is going to get this thing? I was like, let me choose the easiest one. So I went with the one that has the boss baby look and all of that. So, and I asked her for the price, and she gave me the price. And the price was high. It was higher than what the normal my normal cake person would take from me. So it was higher, but I was like, I want to support her, and I don't want to give her any reason that will make her say, okay, because maybe I priced the cake, that was why she didn't deliver. So I went ahead and I said, okay, I'm going to give you the money in full. Yes, I paid her in full upfront. I was like, you know what, I'll give you the whole money in full, just deliver. And when you get here, I hope that you're going to do this thing well. She was like, oh, thank you so much, ma, and all of that. And I paid her in full. Like, this was on Thursday, and the birthday, mind you, the birthday was on Sunday. So I paid her like days ahead, so that she would not have any excuse to tell me that, okay, something came up and all of that. So I paid her, and I've already moved on, thinking that, okay, I've settled that one. So on Saturday evening, she was meant to deliver the cake on Saturday evening. So I was waiting. I called her. I was like, where are you? You told me you are going to come deliver this thing on Saturday. I have not seen you yet. So she was like, oh, she's already close by. That, where's my place? I was like, your friend knows my place. So maybe you go to your friend's place, and she will bring you to my house, okay? Because she knows my place. And where she's living is not far from my place. So she was like, okay. And she came. Firstly, when she came, she was just disorganized. She was just doing the way her body was just doing her house. Waiting happen. Why is this girl acting funny like this? I didn't pay any mind to it. So she brought the cake. Holly brought it and dropped it. And she was about to leave. I was like, Tito, you cannot go. I said, let me see what you brought for me. And behold, my brothers and sisters, the sight of what I saw, I was shocked. Okay, at first, but it did not actually register in my brain that this girl had actually done rubbish for me. When I say rubbish, like complete nonsense for me. I was like, where are the designs? This is a baby cake, and this is a cake for a 1 year birthday. So there's supposed to be like cartoon characters on it. And I chose Boss Baby. But there is nothing on this cake. You just brought a plain poorly designed cake. I think I'm not going to take this cake because firstly, it is even looking terrible. Then secondly, you brought a plain cake with just number one on it, and you know this is a baby's birthday. How am I supposed to? She was like, okay, she didn't see Boss Baby cartoon character toppings. She will quickly go with her friend to go and look for it and buy. I was like, okay, no problem. It was after she left and she went to buy the toppings, the cartoon character toppings. Now my sister came in and my sister was like, sister, you know they see this cake when this girl again come give you. I was like, what do you mean? She said, this is totally opposite. In fact, it is not even close to what you ordered. Bring your phone and bring the picture of what you ordered and look at what you girl did. But that was where my brain just sparked like, is this girl trying to use me? When they always say that these young minds that they have a way of, I always used to feel like because I am closer to their age. I'm not 30 years, so I'm in my late 20s and I'll be 30 next year. So I feel like because I'm a little bit closer to their age, I can read them well, I can study them well. But it's a lie, you. You see all these 18, 17 years old children, they will use your brain. They will use you. Myself is stupid. They will use you and you will begin to feel like maybe you don't know what you're doing. So she was trying to play smart, obviously, because she's fucked up the cake. Sorry for using that word, but she has messed up the cake. So she was actually just trying to find a way to ruin it. So it was when she went to get the toppings and she got back, I called her attention to it that see, this is not what I ordered. This is not what I paid for. And at this time, I was already angry because I felt like she was trying to, play on my intelligence. She was trying to use my kindness because I paid in full for crying out loud. And this design, you were the one that chose this particular design for me. I did not choose it. So I don't know why something you chose, something you were the one that recommended it for me, it is hard for you to do. Okay, let's say example, you were not able to get it. Why didn't you reach out to me? You should have reached out to me that I cannot get this design. Something came up, I couldn't find the color. In fact, the color was off. The color of the blue I wanted was not what you gave me. There were no, there were no designs under the cake. The cake was bent. The white was off white. In fact, when she got back with her friends, I asked her friends to actually look at the picture of the cake she brought for me and what was in front of me so they can help me. Maybe I was the one that was not seeing correctly. So they will tell me if it is exactly or is even close to what their friend brought. That was when everything went. In fact, that was where the story changed. This girl just looked at me and like she just changed completely. She was like, is it because of the up? Is it because there's no petals on the up? Is it because there's I was like, what? Like there was no sorry. sorry is not coming out from your mouth. Oh, I'm sorry, ma. Okay, this was what happened. I couldn't get the design perfectly because I am still learning. I could not do it. You went all defensive, and I knew it was because I paid her in full. That was what I later discovered, that it was because I paid her in full. If I had not paid her in full, if maybe I was holding on to her balance, she would not have that in mind to come and be like trying to, is it not because the up is different? I was like, see, take your cake and give me my money. I don't mind if I have to, because this was like around past six already on Saturday, and mind you, this birthday is on Sunday. So I don't even mind at this point. I will just maybe go to the mall, go to a mall that is close to me, or a supermarket to get a cake that has already been made and use it. Because at this point, the attitude that this girl was portraying, displaying for me, and I'm already pissed. And the cake, even the size of the cake is different. Like, thinking about it now, I'm even pissed. The size of the cake, you promised me a size 10 cake. I'm seeing a size 7 or 8 cake. Number one. Then number two, the color is off, the design is different and everything. And all you have to say is it because the top is different? Is it because I did not put the cartoon character? I'm like, girl, are you blind? Like, can't you see that this is actually different? Like, what you gave me is totally different from what you promised to bring. Her friends were like trying to be like, anyway, this cake is different. See now, it's not well done. I was like, maybe it's you. You guys should talk to your friend, because I am not going to pay that ridiculous amount for this cake. It's either she takes it back and go and do it again and bring it back, or refund me my money in full. So when I was expressing myself and telling her how badly the cake was done, not once did she even try to apologize or try to like, okay, I'm sorry, ma. I'm sorry that this cake turned out this way. Please, now that it is like this, please, I beg you, let's find a way to fix it. I had to even call my friend Sarah. My friend was even laughing. She was like, this cannot be the cake you want to use for your son's birthday. How do you even snap this cake? If you even notice, there's no picture of that cake on. I didn't use the picture of that cake as maybe the thumbnail of my video or anything. There was no picture of it because of how terrible it was. I did not like it. So I was pissed already at this point. I called my friend and she was trying to even talk to her that, babe, that cake that you did is bad. I'm a baker, because Sarah is a baker. So she was like, you know what you can do? This and this is what you can do. She was trying to like offer a solution. This girl was not even listening to anything. She was not listening to anything that anybody had to say. She was just like pressing her phone. I did not know that as she was pressing her phone, she was actually calling her sister or her sisters, because they were two. She was actually calling her sisters. And the next thing I heard was she was describing my place to somebody on the phone. So all my mind, I was thinking that, okay, there is no way on earth that this girl is going to bring somebody here and the person will actually look at what she brought to me and look at what she promised to deliver, and the person will like maybe be on her side that she has done well. When I am not owing her, I paid in full. I did not even price her market. So I was like, you know what, anybody this girl is going to call here today, she's not going to, the person is not going to be on her side, because obviously she has really messed up. So that was what was in my mind. So obviously she called her sister, and her sister's came. This was the crazy part. Like, her sister just barged into my house. Like, because my door was not locked, it was just closed. These girls barged into my house. Where's the cake? Where's the lady? So you're the one that you're trying to. I was like, leave it. Like, what? Is this actually happening? Or maybe I'm dreaming. These girls barged into my house. They started screaming. What did I say was wrong with the cake? In fact, I was like, because these girls look way older than her, they look like maybe they are in their mid 20s. So I felt like, okay, these people are supposed to have more sense than their younger sister that have actually done a terrible job for her client. So obviously, when they come in, they should have actually asked what was going on, what was happening. Okay, how do we fix this? They came in with fight, and unfortunately for them, my husband was not home. I was the only one at home with my children. My sister was not around. I sent her to get something. So I was like the only one at home with my son. My son was sleeping on my body. So I was a little bit like taken aback because I was alone, and they barged into my house, and they were two. And I don't know if they brought something along with them, if they took maybe something that can injure me or something into my house. So they just came in and they started shouting. They were shouting at the top of their voice. What kind of, I was like, can you guys just calm down and actually look at what your sister, be your friend, came to deliver to me? Just take a look at what she came to deliver to me, and take a look at what I ordered. And why is this? Sorry, I think my phone is low. Let me connect power bank so that it doesn't go off. Like, you know what? You know what? I don't even know what to say at this point. They were like shouting at the top of their voice. When I mean shouting, like they were screaming. Oh, in fact, all my neighbors, because 6 years now that I've lived here, nobody has actually heard my voice because I am not a troublesome person. I don't like to fight. So you cannot hear my voice. You will not even know that somebody lives in this house. If you don't see me coming out, you will not know I'm around or not. But these ladies were screaming at the top of their voice in my house. They were shouting, where's the cake? What kind of nonsense? I was like, so your sister came to meet you that she actually did rubbish for her client. And all you could do is come here with maybe your friend or somebody to come and fight. These girls were, I don't know which other word to use. They were so aggressive. They were so, at some point I was scared because I felt like if people can enter into my house, two strangers can enter into my house, even with their sister that did the rubbish cake, the girl too was there. Anything can go wrong. Anything can happen to me. So at that point I was like, okay, you know what? You guys should just leave. Please just leave. Don't worry, just leave. And as they were leaving, that's when they started insulting me. They started using Yoruba to insult me. Buruku, something, Olori Buruku. I should have not I should have not asked them to leave now. I should have not asked them to leave. I will see what they would have done to me today. Ha. That's how my brain just clicked. I was so pissed. And at that point, I was like, in fact, I didn't know how to react. And they left. So when they left, they ruined my whole day because I was not expecting this at all. Everything that I planned to record on that day, everything I planned, the cooking aspects of the vlog, the preparation generally, everything just went um, went another way. It just went the opposite because they had ruined everything. I could not focus. I could not believe that something like that had to happen from someone that I felt like I wanted to support. This is a young girl that just started baking, or a young girl that has been learning this baking stuff, and I felt like I just wanted to support. I just wanted to help her business to grow. I was even telling my husband when I called him on the phone, he was so pissed. It was like when he gets back from where he is, he's going to ask her friend, the person that recommended her to me or referred her to take him to their place, their house, so that they can explain better what actually happened and what gave them that effrontery, that right to come to my house, to come and almost beat me up, all because their sister delivered a rubbish cake for me. So I was I was it's the first time something like that is ever happened to me. I'm someone who likes to patronize online businesses. In fact, I used to buy so many things online because I don't like the stress of going to the market. So I feel like if I can afford it, I can just buy it online and they deliver to me. So this is the first time that something like this, I will be getting what I ordered versus what I got. So I was really caught aback. I was caught by surprise. I didn't know that it was going to happen with somebody that I know. When I mean somebody that I know, that somebody that I know was the person that referred this girl to me. So I didn't know this was going to happen. So when my husband got back, he was so pissed, obviously. But he was like, you know what? Let's just let today go. At first, he was like, we're not going to use this cake that we have fought over my son's birthday. I was like, there's no way I'm going to throw my money away. So, in fact, let's just use it because it's already late. There's no way. This is past like 9 o'clock in the night already. So, where are we going to get a cake? And how do we explain that a baby is doing a 1 year old birthday and there is no cake? So what do we do? So I just, it was like, you know what, after this birthday we're going to sort this out. So after the birthday and everything, which I did not let ruin the birthday, the only thing is that I did not now record the things I was supposed to record because of the brouhaha that has happened. So after the birthday, my husband asked the girl to take her sorry, to take him to the lady's place. Okay, so when they got there, so when they got there, I'm coming. So when they got there, the mom was just pleading. Before then, the mother of our mutual friend has she has already come to apologize. She came to plead. In fact, the girl that recommended her, she was so sorry. She came, she was crying. I even had to tell her to be going home. It's not her fault. You just wanted to help your friend. It's not your fault. She was like, Auntie Mercy, I'm so sorry. I didn't know she was going to act this way. I didn't know all of that. I was like, you know, it's not your fault. Just go home, please. And she came with her mom. Her mom also apologized that she's so sorry. She didn't know this was going to happen. I was like, oh, it's not your fault, obviously. You just wanted to help your friend. And it's just so unfortunate that your friend had to do this kind of nasty thing to just ruin your reputation, because I know you too. I know her through you. So I'm beginning to question the kind of friends you keep. If you can keep this kind of friends that can act this way. So she was like, oh, I'm sorry, ma, I'm sorry, and all of that. So when we cut the long story short, because this is becoming too long. So to cut the long story short, um, the next day, which was on Monday, my husband was able to locate the parents of the girl, um, and um, she was the mom was who they met at home, and she was pleading that she was pleading so much with my husband that um, she's sorry on behalf of her daughters. She doesn't know why they had to behave that way and all of that. And you see the way this life works. The mother of this girl that did this rubbish, she's somebody that my husband knows. Can you imagine? She's somebody that my husband knows. My husband used to buy stuff from her in the neighborhood. So you can see that this is like, it's somebody you know. So why would you act this way? So what happened, and the mother of the girl apologized and all of